Namaste children. Let us continue the chapter that is your transport system, where in the transport system we understood the importance of transport system in a well developed body organization, living organisms like humans, where in the human transport system we had seen the important parts like your heart, blood vessels and blood. We even completed blood vessels, different types of blood vessels, everything. So now let us today learn about the main important organ present in the transport system, which is creating a pressure due to which now the blood it is moving within the blood vessels, which is working continuously without taking any break throughout the life of ours. That is your heart. Heart is an organ which is made with a very specialized muscles that are called your cardiac muscles. So the specialized muscles are restricted to only heart region. They are not seen in any other regions of our body. Such as specialized muscles, we are calling them as a cardiac muscles. So here you are able to see the external appearance of heart. So if you will see this external feature of the heart, the deep areas that are present on this, you can understand that your heart is divided into some chambers from inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this heart, it is divided into 4 chambers from inside. So now such a heart which is of our fist size, very small part, even though it is a small one working continuously and the most important part of our body. So as it is the most important part of the body, it needs protection. So for the protection purpose, now this heart externally it is supported by the rib cage. It is supported or it is protected by the rib cage from external side. And such a heart, where it is located, your heart it is located in the chest region, slightly towards the left side in between the lungs. Okay, so now let us learn internally what is present in the heart. So internally, when you will observe your heart, it is divided into 4 chambers. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So your heart it is divided into 4 chambers. So this upper 2 chambers we are saying them as a auricles or atria, and down 2 chambers these are called your ventricles. Upper 2 chambers we are calling them as an auricles, and down 2 chambers we are calling them as a ventricles. So in between these 2 auricles there is a separating membrane. This is called interauricular septum. What we are saying here, interauricular septum. The same here, in between the ventricles also you are having the membrane. It's called interventricular septum. Yes. So here till now you came to know that heart is made with 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers are your auricles and down 2 chambers are the ventricles. In between the auricles you are having the interauricular septum, and in between the ventricles you are having the interventricular septum. So now in between this right auricle and right ventricle again you are having another septum, that is called your auriculoventricular septum. Right auriculoventricular septum, where here in this right auriculoventricular septum you are having a valve called tricuspid valve, which opens and pumps the blood from right auricle to right ventricle. The same here, in between the left auricle and left ventricle, again you are having a septum valve that is called a bicuspid valve, which opens and pumps the blood from right or left auricle to left ventricle. Okay, so now from you know that your heart it is collecting the blood for purification process. So here the blood that is collected from different body parts uh, of our body. So if you will observe carefully, right auricle is the chamber into which now the impurified blood it is collected. So the impurified blood it is always collected with the help of three vena cavas. Vena cava means the largest veins. So now these three vena cavas they are opening into the right auricle, and from there the processing starts. So the body parts that are always above the heart that are collecting the blood and pumping into right auricle with the help of superior vena cava, like your neck region, head region, shoulder regions, these are the body parts that are present above the heart. So from those body parts, superior vena cava, it is collecting the blood and pumping into the right auricle. When it comes to the down part, that is your legs, stomach, kidney, these are the parts that are present below the heart. So from these parts now, inferior vena cava, it is collecting the impurified blood and opens into the right auricle, and the cardiac veins which are pumping the blood from the heart, its heart muscles to right auricle, because heart itself is an organ which also needs the purified blood for its functioning. So superior vena cava, inferior vena cava and cardiac veins, these are the three veins that are opening into the right auricle and pumping the deoxygenated blood, means the blood which is richly with carbon dioxide, which even we are saying as a impurified blood. Okay, so whenever these auricles are getting contracted, whenever these auricles they are getting contracted, now the tricuspid and bicuspid valves opens. Yes, this is your tricuspid valve and this is your bicuspid valve. This is present right side and this is present left side. So whenever the auricles are getting contracted, now this tricuspid and bicuspid valves they will open, and now they will pump the blood into their respective ventricles, because this down two chambers we are saying them as a ventricle. So auricle, right auricle, it is pumping the deoxygenated blood into right ventricle through tricuspid valve, and now the left auricle it is pumping the blood to left ventricle through bicuspid valve. Yes, so now here the right side you always will see the deoxygenated blood, that is your impurified blood, and left side always you will see the purified blood. That means now from the right auricle, now the impurified blood it enters into the right ventricle. So now from the right ventricle, now the impurified blood it opens into a tube-like structure for the pumping of the blood through lungs. So now this tube-like structure, this blood vessel, it's called your pulmonary artery. Remember this. It's your pulmonary artery. So generally, whenever you will listen the word artery, artery means it's a blood vessel which always carries blood away from the heart. And your pulmonary artery, it is a blood vessel which is carrying blood away from the heart chambers to lungs. But here the uniqueness is arteries will carry the purified blood, but pulmonary artery is the only artery which carries the impurified or deoxygenated blood to lungs. Okay, pulmonary artery it is arising from the right ventricle carrying deoxygenated blood to lungs. So now in the lungs purification will occur. After purification, now from these lungs through another blood vessels that are called your pulmonary veins. So generally whenever you will listen this word veins, they are collecting blood vessels. They will collect the impurified blood. But pulmonary vein, it is collecting the blood which is a purified one. These are the two unique blood vessels, pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein always carries a purified blood from lungs to left auricle, where it is carrying a pulmonary artery. It is carrying the purified blood from lungs to left auricle, and now from the left auricle through the bicuspid valve, now the purified blood it enters into left ventricle. Now from there, from this left ventricle, now the purified blood, it enters through a big blood vessel. It's called your systemic aorta or in aorta, and it is supplied through all the body parts. Okay, observe here very carefully. Your heart, it is having 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers are called auricles. So if the auricle is present right side, it's a right auricle. If it is present left side, we are saying as a left auricle. And down 2 chambers, we are calling them as a ventricles, right ventricle and left ventricle. So in between these 2 auricles, you are having a interauricular septum, and even in between the 2 ventricles you are having interventricular septum. So these interauricular ventricular septums, they are always helping to not to mix. They are always separating the purified blood and impurified blood separately, because in a well developed body organization, if it is there like humans, we cannot take the mixed blood. Mixed blood won't fulfill the energy requirements of the body. That's what definitely the purified and impurified blood must be separated. So here this interauricular and ventricular septum, it is separating the impurified blood and purified blood. So whenever they are collecting, like right auricle, it is collecting impurified blood from superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and from the cardiac veins. Now the functioning starts, and your auricles together they will contract and pumping the blood into their respective ventricles via tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. So now the blood it is present in the ventricles. Whenever the ventricles are contracting, now from the right ventricle the impurified blood enters into pulmonary artery, which is pumped to the lungs for purification. And now from the left ventricle the purified blood it enters into systemic aorta, and from there it is supplied to all the body parts. Okay children, yes. So now yes, so when you will observe carefully, here you can notice that the blood in our body, it is pumped 2 times through the heart chambers. One is impurified blood and one is purified blood. Like when you will observe here, you can able to find out. Yes, first one from the body parts. Now the blood one time it is entering into the heart chambers, and again it is leaving for purification to lungs. Now again it is collecting into the left auricle, and from there to body parts. Means the blood it is circulated through times through the heart chambers. Such a circulation we are calling it as a double circulation, because this double circulation helps to separate the purified blood and impurified blood, which is very much required in a developed organisms which have a well body organization. Okay, so now you understood that your heart it is working continuously. So that heartbeat we can listen with the help of the instrument that's called your stethoscope. So the muscular contraction, that is your auricular contraction, ventricular contraction, and auriculoventricular relaxation, a rhythmic, yes, contraction and relaxation of the heart chambers produces your heartbeat. Generally we will listen with a normal sounds like lub dub. A lub and dub together it's called your one heartbeat. So that particular heartbeat, with the help of the instrument that is your stethoscope, we can listen. And in case of a healthy adult human being, the heart beats 72 times per minute. Okay, and here the heartbeat we can see as a throbbing sounds. Whenever the heart it is beating, it creates a pressure. Due to that pressure, now the blood it is supplied to all the body parts. So now that pressure it is acting on the blood vessels, which we can see in our blood vessels in a form of pulse rate. The throbbing movements of the blood vessels, it gives the pulse rate. Okay, children, in our today's class, we came to know the internal structure of the heart and the blood circulation within the heart chambers. After listening the video, open your textbook and start reading so that you can understand better. Okay, children, thank you so much.